We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Play action. Stroud now. To the right side and complete to Washington. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go now.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
Stroud to throw it. Dumps it complete to Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because right now they're trying.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Kene Nwangwu, one man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Gravity Lions. Go.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Andrew Booth making the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Puka Nacua, 64 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Ready.
A first down carry now for Miller. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here we go.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down at a yard.
Ready, ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kendre Miller, a 22-yard scamper. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Hooker's going to throw it. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Lions.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Hooker. Swinging this out for Pollard. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Ready.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Throwing. Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively, but on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Hooker to throw it. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there was a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Street! Dragon 60! Ready?
Stroud out of the gun here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Room here to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
74 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Again, it's Miller.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw.
Complete to right. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Stroud now on second down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Let's go now.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Hooker now on first down. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Hooker. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
First down throw here. It's Hooker.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Hooker's throw taken in by Miller.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Hooker.
And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. He finds his man, Pollard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ready, set.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Hooker. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
This one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Drop 60, drop 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Hooker now off play action.
And he's able to find Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Hooker on first down.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hooker.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And the Vikings first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Go check, roll, roll, roll.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Tony Pollard, 15 yards. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Check that.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now it's Miller running right. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, here's Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down the back before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Stroud to throw it.
Underneath for Miller. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Red. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
The throwing again is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Touchdown! Kendre Miller. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Throwing. Hooker. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
65, go!
Option play, here's Pollard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Ready! Top low 18!
Hooker's going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On the ready.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff to Miller. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Throw left side there, Schwartz with it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 37-yard line.
Get it!
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Shedding the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kendre Miller with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Texans 42. Vikings.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Hooker now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's a reason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have